On last turn, we have studied about the production of sound and its mechanism, as well as we have studied about ear and the reception of sound. Now let's understand the mechanism of reception of sound in detail. Now this is a diagram of internal, external, middle and internal ear. This is also called as outer ear. Outer ear, it's also called as pinna. Outer ear is called as pinna. That is, this part of the ear, that is called pinna. So there is a small hole right over here. This hole is here, this, and behind it, as you go deep inside, so there is eardrum. There is eardrum right over here. This is eardrum. This is eardrum. So outer ear, that is pinna. Then we have eardrum. The outer ear is this. This is called the middle. This comes in the middle ear. So this is outer ear. This is middle ear. Middle ear. This from the region from here to here is called as auditory canal. Auditory canal. Because that is a passage-like structure. So that's called as auditory canal. Now, behind the auditory canal, there is eardrum. Now this eardrum is eardrum, and eardrum is connected to three small bones. There are three small bones in the human body. They are called as hammer, anvil and stirrup. Hammer, anvil and stirrup. So here you have, this is hammer. This is hammer here. This bone is called as hammer, and it is connected with two more bones, anvil and stirrup, which is further connected to the internal ear. This is connected here to the internal ear. This part is internal ear. This hole is internal ear. And internal ear consists of cochlea. Internal ear consists of cochlea, which is a combination of a lot of sensory nerves, and this cochlea is kept inside a fluid. It is floating, and this cochlea, which is there, it balances the human body. You see, when there is a small child, he is not able to walk. He stands and falls. He stands and falls. Then slowly and slowly he learns how to stand and balance because of cochlea. This cochlea is the balancing part of the human body, which tells us how to balance, which teaches us how to balance. This cochlea balances the human body. You see, when you start cycling, so you are not able to balance your body. You tend to fall. Because you are not able to balance, you have not learned how to balance. So the balancing is taught by cochlea. The cochlea is that part which balances the human body. And this cochlea is further connected with auditory nerves. These auditory nerves, they send the sensation to the brain. Auditory nerves, they send the sensation to the brain. This auditory nerve sends the sensation to the brain, and you are able to hear. So, whenever the sound is produced, you see, whenever the sound is produced, it is in form of waves. These are the waves. When these waves, they reach the external ear pinna, it collects it right over here and sends it inside, and these waves, they further reach inside, go inside, and they strike the eardrum, and the eardrum starts vibrating, and it vibrates the hammer, and hammer that is connected with other two bones, anvil and stirrup, that sends the vibrations to the internal ear, that is your cochlea, and the internal ear, from internal ear, this part, these vibrations are sent to the auditory nerves, and the auditory nerves, they send to the brain, and this is the mechanism of hearing. This is how you are able to hear. This diagram of human ear is very important. It is given in your book. You can prepare it nicely. It's asked in most of the examinations, that is maybe half yearly, unit tests and so on. Whenever it is there, it's always an important part of the question paper. So the mechanism of production of sound, that is from the voice box and larynx, and the mechanism of reception, that is production as well as reception, both are very important, and you should prepare it nicely. Okay.